Peace, peace, YouTube. Y'all know who this is, man. EK. Hopefully, y'all been taking care of yourselves, doing what you gotta do in life, man. Shout out to all the OGs and the day ones before anything. You know, I love y'all. Shout out to all the supporters and all the real people worldwide in general. Another year of 2K is about to be upon us soon. 2K24 right around the corner. There's been a lot of news. There's gonna be a lot more. I'm gonna try to break them all down for y'all, like you know only I can. No like clickbait, no fake stuff. 2K OG, 10 years in the game, doing it, whooping that you know what, man. This is gonna be my 10-year anniversary year. As 2K23 ends, that is gonna be my 10th 2K title that I've successfully completed, man. Time flies. So yeah, there's been a lot of news flying around, a lot of buzzwords, a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm here to give you all the facts, man. So a lot of things 2K drops, especially this far away, about 2 months away from launch. It's a lot of buzzwords. Oh, we got a new game engine. We redesigned the game. Ergonomic new dribbling system. Unprecedented gameplay. You know how they be. They just be saying a lot of BS. But the one thing that 2K has never came out and even acknowledged or given public recognition to is, of course, crossplay. The second that word dropped on the timeline, things went crazy. People that were saying we ain't buying the game no more, they instantly copped their pre-order without even knowing any of the info, and it makes sense. People have been asking for this feature for years. Almost every other game on the market, small, large, or completely like obscure, has had this feature, and 2K just hasn't. And we've always had this console divide and rivalry between the consoles. You can't play with people who you meet on other consoles at all in any way, shape, or form. Oh, my console's better. Y'all PlayStation bums couldn't hang over here. You Xbox randoms are terrible. You know how it is. And everyone's been hype, of course. The devs have came out and confirmed crossplay, including Ronnie. I know he's not a dev, but the promoter of the game. They've dropped 2 official trailers with NBA players in there alluding to crossplay and basically confirming it and saying that people are going to be playing amongst each other regardless of what platform they have. But as with all things on 2K, you don't believe it till you see it. And I definitely go by that rule. I've been in the game, like I said, for way too long to see all this BS that they said and that never happened, and things ended up being completely different. That's not the neighborhood, but y'all can think what y'all want, like Ronnie famously said. And we gotta see it before we believe it, man. And today I'm gonna list out my educated opinions on no overreactions, but also not trying to be overly negative and giving them, you know, reasonable doubt. Like, okay, it's probably not going to be as good as we think it is, but what is the realistic chance of this actually being a great feature? The pros, the cons, the best worst case scenario. Enjoy the video. Like I said, let's get straight into it. And also in the second part of the video, I'm going to give y'all a quick 3-part wish list of the things that other people y'all probably have never even heard talk about. Everybody complains about things that make no sense, and I gotta make a lot of content about this and speak it into existence. The game is already finished, but I'm just gonna say what I look for in 2K24 and if anybody's interested. But yeah, man, let's talk about this crossplay. First off, I'm gonna lay out the official info that we've been given from actual 2K sources or 2K affiliates or representatives at 2K and their official trailer. 2K claims the following things. There will be crossplay on next-gen consoles only. So PS5 or whatever y'all Xbox next-gen is, series, whatever, X or S. And there will be crossplay in every single game mode. So they're implying and saying that it will be in my player game modes as well as things like Play Now, My Team, and all of that. So universal crossplay everywhere. And you will have the ability to turn it on or off. And this last thing is where I'm confused. Like, presuming all these claims are 100% true and 2K is not lying to us and everything goes seamless and works out, now that means there's 3 server types instead of 2. Previously, we had PS5 and Xbox separately. Parks, stages, rec centers, theaters, and, you know, generally speaking, cities. The city, which led you to all those other things, was one server on PS5 and another server on Xbox. There's multiple different cities that led you to multiple little sub-servers that were completely separate. So now that there is a crossplay option, if somebody disables it, they obviously can't be in a server with somebody from the other console on their own server where they disabled crossplay, nor can they be in the server where it's crossplay. So now there's 3 different servers. And if this feature, especially if it comes disabled on the game, or if it's really easy to toggle and switch, a whole myriad of problems can arise from that, ranging from if the PlayStation or Xbox respective non-crossplay servers are dead. There's going to be a lot of boosting, or people that don't know how to turn it on or they accidentally turn it off are going to be just isolated, and the parks are going to be dead. Or there's going to be just people that don't want crossplay, and then there's the actual crossplay server will be smaller than the respective servers of PS5 and Xbox in past years, because we still have the same amount of players. No matter how many people buy the game, it doesn't matter what console they get, it's the total same amount of players. There's no crossplay console. All it does is combines the player pool. And if the player pool is not fully combined, then what even is the point of crossplay? So I really hope this is the one thing they backtrack on, and either make it really difficult to switch your crossplay on or off, or punish you for it somehow, or make it so that it's not even like disableable. Like, just make everybody play on one crossplay server, because say the crossplay server is laggy and somebody's turning it off, and then like we have to keep switching servers. Like, I don't want to have to deal with that. That's, if you're gonna add a feature like this, it needs to be something that represents the 2K community well. We're not Call of Duty. We're not Fortnite. We can't turn off crossplay and have a full server. We're barely struggling to get games as is. So if you split the community up even more, you're literally going the opposite against what this feature is supposed to aid us with. On top of that, even if there's just one server and they do what I said they should do, which is force crossplay, it doesn't matter, because 2K, as of right now, July 3rd, 2023, if you use a third-party program to look up your connection from your PS5 to what server you're going to, and you trace the route, it's an Amazon server. 2K hosts their servers on Amazon servers that aren't even designed for gaming. It's not even the upper tier of Amazon servers. And I'm not trying to disrespect or violate 2K, but that's some bull jive. And it's been like this for years. When people cry and complain about the servers and lag and latency and all that, it's because they don't have dedicated servers. Almost every game, there's independent indie games with a couple hundred players that have dedicated servers. A dedicated server means that the game company runs and operates their server directly. Now, they might still have it hosted somewhere, but it's not built on an infrastructure at somebody else's server facility. It's actually hosted and operated by them, even if it's not directly in their headquarters. It's ran by them. They maintain it, they upkeep it, they build the firmware for it, etc. These servers are laggy as is. With more players on one server, if there's one crossplay server, which literally will make everybody play 2K on the same interface, or if there's 3 different servers, which splits up the processing power, no matter how you spin it, if they're not improving the servers, which we've asked for every year, every minute, every day, over anything, that's the number one thing you ask someone, what can we fix about 2K? The damn servers. 2K servers are a meme, they're a joke. The hamster in the wheel is tired. The potato and the lemon that you got the electric prongs pronged into are running out of electricity. You feel me? This is the biggest issue with crossplay, realistically, is gonna be the lag. That's the thing people are concerned about, the lag outs, the connectivity, the latency. So the lag in the first few months, if they haven't made drastic server changes, is going to be unbelievable. So be ready for that. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, what I just said, the best case scenario. This is if they're telling the truth. And unfortunately, given 2K's track record, telling the truth is one of their biggest weaknesses. They are literally known and memed and laughed at for over promising and under delivering. What they say and what happens are galaxies apart, and that's where a lot of the frustration and the anger in this community comes from. For all we know, and this is definitely the worst case, biggest like cap of the century scenario, but it's still possible knowing this game, is all crossplay is going to be is the ability to like share leaderboards or something like that in game modes. Or maybe the gameplay for it will be just play now or something like that. Or just my league or my GM. Or maybe something like my team. The fact of the matter is, the reality of every single game mode being crossplay and us just seamlessly going from what we have right now to playing with people from Xbox in events, in park, in Pro-Am, in Rec, in Theater, and all these other game modes that they're gonna have next year, it's just a hard thing to believe in, given that their innovation over the past couple years. The game has improved in some ways, but it has regressed in many ways as well. And unless that all that regression was due to them dedicating all of their resources over the past couple years to building crossplay, I find it very hard to believe that this is going to be something that just blows our mind and everyone's going to be happy. You have to understand that the 2K community gets hype over anything. And a lot of people who said that they quit 2K, this is the worst 2K, the worst gameplay, I hate it, 2K17 was the best 2K, blah, 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 and they don't want to, they're never buying another 2K. All they did was announce crossplay in these vague terms, and these people are already pre-ordering the next game. So you gotta understand, this could be just a selling gimmick. They don't even have their own dedicated servers, like I said, which in my experience is actually a prerequisite for having crossplay to begin with, if you understand technology and how it works. In the gaming scene, I've never heard of somebody using remote hosted servers and running a crossplay experience. Once people buy the game, they bought the game. It doesn't matter what they say. So whatever they say now is not going to be held against them, because you buy the game and you play it, bro. They said there's going to be quote unquote crossplay, and that's all we know. With that said, at the end of the day, I just want the game to be fun for as many people as possible, myself included. Hope everybody enjoys the game and it's balanced, and that we don't have to worry about issues, and we worry about having fun, making memories, making friends, and making great content and watching great content. But my personal 2K24 wish list, it's not very big, and I actually feel like 2K23, despite it being one of the worst 2Ks and how much hate I give it sometimes, the underlying game engine and the movement engine and the controls are all great. The GUIs, the interfaces, they're all a big step up from past years. And even though people won't give 2K the credit, I will. Because if I hate a lot on you, I want you to succeed. It means I love you. You know, I love the game. I've been playing it for 10 years and I've seen it all. And I've seen how far we've came. But things like the build system, which is by far the biggest issue, it deserves its own video. Hopefully I'll drop this video. It damn near needs to be a documentary about the build system. But long story short, the build system is the biggest reason, in my opinion, that the game is not fun and that 2K has declined. We need some form of archetypes. Not only because it makes the game realistic, and because basketball in real life is based like on people having different skill sets. Not everybody is the same player, especially not Superman. The archetypes make the game balanced, they make it realistic, competitive, and it makes people rewarded to play their role. Everybody feels unique in their role. Everyone has their own specialty skills, deep shooting, contact dunks, ankle breakers, and all these things can be made even more OP and crazy if there is archetypes, because not everyone can do these things. Number 2, legend grind and levels. The system of progression in the game needs an overhaul. There's been so many discussions about what it should be, but the current system caters way too much to casuals. I respect casuals. I know their place in the community and that they make up a big part of the player base, but they should not be the end-all be-all. Rewards need to be rewards and goals, not handouts. Those two things alone is 95% of what makes 2K fun, in my opinion, and I hope that those two things are taken care of next year. I'll probably drop a video on both of those things in the future, but for now, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.